What if I tell you that machines can follow rules even without actually thinking? The mystery has been cracked by the models of theory of computation, from the lightning fast finite automation to the all-powerful Turing machine. Yes. Hey learners, this is Soundarya and this is your study zone. So today we are diving into the topic that is the main reason for pattern recognition, that is finite automation. Okay, at first in finite automata there are certain categories. So the two main categories are finite automata with output and finite automata without output. So finite automata can be written as FA. Okay, so FA with output and FA without output. So there are certain types in FA with output and FA without output. So in FA with output we have Mealy machine and Moore machine. Okay, so in FA with output, and the main thing we are going to discuss here is FA without output. So in FA without output we have deterministic finite automata, which is called as DFA, and non-deterministic finite automata, which is called as NFA, and epsilon non-deterministic finite automata, that is epsilon NFA. Okay, so we have gone through two categories, that is FA with output, FA without output, and in FA with output we have Mealy machine and Moore machine, and FA without output we have DFA, NFA and epsilon NFA. So let's go through the deterministic finite automata at first. Okay, that is DFA. So coming to the deterministic finite automata, that is DFA, we have 5-type notation that is used to denote this DFA. Okay, so they are Q, sigma, delta, Q naught and F. So let's see what is Q, sigma, delta, Q naught and F. Okay, so what is Q? Q means finite number of states. Okay, so let's just remember the like what does it mean, and then I will explain you with the examples. Okay, so here Q means finite set of states. Remember this one, Q is a finite set of states, and sigma is the input alphabet. I hope you remember about alphabets. Okay, if not, please go through the previous video and then come back to this video because they are very basic. And then we have Q, and then we have sigma, we have Q, sigma, and then we have delta. Delta means transition from one state to another state. So let's take, there are two states A, one second. So let's take, there are two states. Okay, that is A and B. So let's take that one person is in this state. So if person goes from this state to this state, then it is called as transition. Clear? So this is transition. So this is state and this is transition. So here if a person eat some cookie, okay, so this is, if a person eats something and then if he goes to another state, then this cookie is a alphabet. Okay, so here A and B are states, and if a person moving from one state to another state, that is called as transition. And this one, if he consumes something or eats something, then it is called as alphabet. Okay, and then here it is called as transition function, which means going from one state to another state by consuming some alphabet, it is called as transition function. Clear? So we have Q naught as a start state. So at first person is in the A state, correct? So it is the first state, that is a starting state, that is Q naught. And we have F, that is set of accepting or final state. So here let's take that person starts eating cookie, and after going to state C, D, E, he felt like his stomach is full. So he slept here. So this is the final state. Okay, which means at the end where the person left, that is final state. Okay, so main thing is we are using 5-type notation to denote DFA: Q means set of states, and sigma is alphabet, delta is transition function, Q naught is starting state, which means from where we start, and F is the final state. Okay. So coming to the formal definition of DFA, a DFA is a type of finite automaton that accepts or rejects strings by processing each input symbol one at a time. Remember this one, it will process each input symbol one at a time. Okay, it will process each input symbol one at a time and following a deterministic finite path, which means DFA is a type of finite automata, we know that, which will accepts or rejects a string by processing each input symbol at a time, which means if you have A, B, C, D, it will process A first and then B and then C and then D. It will, okay, let's take it as if I have 5 cookies, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not like I will grab everything and eat at a time, right? So it's like when we are kid we used to do that. When now what we will do, we will grab first cookie and then second and then third and then fourth and then fifth, right? So let's take there is another one cookie and here we are full, so we might accept it or reject it, correct? So here DFA accepts or rejects a string but one at a time. So following deterministic finite path. So let's take it like we have cookies like this that is placed. Okay, so at first we will take this cookie and then we will go to this and then we will go to this, correct? It's not like here from here we will go, correct? So we use some deterministic finite path and there will be end of the number of cookies. Let's take there is only 10 cookies, there will be no infinity cookies. Okay, that's one thing. So for each input and state only one transition is possible, that is one thing, which means if I eat this one I will go to this one only. We can't go to this and all at a time because we can take only one at a time, right? So this is about DFA. So before that, let's take one example. So this example is only for your understanding. Okay. So consider DFA as a robot moving to some rooms. Okay. So let us take it like there are 3 rooms and there is one robot here. Okay. So here this robot is moving from one room to another room. Here room is a state, which means Q, correct? Room is a state. So here what is this robot is doing is it should have some rules, right, to go to the room. So at first it should go to the first room. Okay, so after this there is a path to here, from here to here. Okay, so now the robot has to select to which room it should move. Okay, so let's take this room has a lock or key which has A and it has B. Now robot starts searching in this room. So at first it will get B. Let's take at first it get B. So it has to move from here to here only, correct? To get the lock open, the robot should move from here to here. If it move from here to here, the lock will not open. Is it clear? So by consuming this is what is this? This is symbol. So by consuming this symbol at one state, it should make the transition to other state and only one transition is possible. So if it starts searching here and if it get A here, then it can move from here to here only. Clear? This is what DFA. Okay, so robot can go from one state to another state only by taking input, that is a symbol. Okay, and then here the first state, the first home is the Q naught and the final home or final room is the So here the final room is this one, correct? So final room is F, and transition from here to here is delta. So these A, B and all these things are symbol. Clear? This is about DFA. So let's take one example of DFA. Okay, so here this is the example for DFA. So let's go through this. So here we have states. Can you tell me the states? Yes, the states are A, B, C and D. So if you want, I will write it here. What are all the states here? Tell me. So the states are, yes, A, B, C, D. So what are all the alphabets here? The alphabets are 0 and 1, correct? 0, 1. So what is the initial state here? Here we can't find any initial state here, right? So initial states are the one which has this arrow. Okay, initial states are the one which has this arrow. So here initial state is A. So which is final state here? Final state is the one which has two circles on it. Okay, so here final state is D. So if a string is accepted, it will go to the final state only, right? So the thing is, so if you start from here and if you end up here, then the string is not accepted. If you start from here and if you move anything from here to here, but at the end you should be here, then the string is accepted. That's it. Okay, so here we have to represent this transition like, so here if we have starting state as A, right? So if A takes input as 0 and then move to C, then it is called as transition. So A which take the input of 0 and it moved to the next state, that is C. So this is transition. And then if A take the input as 1 and move to the next state B, then it is also transition. And then B, if it takes the input of 0, it will goes to state A, correct? So B, if it takes input of, yeah, look here there should be no two zeros, correct? So this is wrong, right? So here it should be 1, because for anything there will be only one transit, which means here if it is 0, it can move to here or here. In DFA, we have only deterministic finite path, which means for one input there will be only one path. So here we shouldn't write 0, it's my mistake. Change it as 1 here. Okay. So B on 0 it is moving to state A, B on 1 it is moving to state D, and then C on 0 it is moving to state A, and C on 1 it is moving to state D. So D, yeah, here also there is one mistake. So D on 0, okay, D on 0 it is moving to state C, and D on 1 it is moving to state B. Clear? Change these two things. There were mistake in these two things. Change this. Okay. So this is the transitions. So there will be questions like find a DFA for the strings that is ending with 0, or a string that contains 0001. Okay, string that contains 0001. Let's see, will it get accepted or not? Okay, so from A, where we have to go? It has to consume or take the input of 0. Here it is 1, here it is coming from this, here it is going. So from A, first this path, A on 0, it is moving to C, and then we have to write, take another 0, that is C on 0. Where is it moving? C on 0, it is moving back to A. So it is moving back to A only. And then A on 0, what will happen? It is moving back to C only, right? So A on 0, it is moving back to C only. Now C, it is done. Now C on 1. So it is C on 1, it is going to the state D. So is this the final one? 1 is the final one. So this string got accepted. Is it clear? Let's take another one, that 0, 1. That's it. So A on 0, it will go to C. C on 1, it will goes to D. Let's take it as 1, 0 only, ending with 1, 0. Let's check whether it get accepted or not. Okay, A on 1, it will not go to C, it will move to B, because here it is 1. And then B on 0, correct? B on 0, it is moving back to A. So here ending with 1, 0, but it is moving to A. So this string is not getting accepted. Is it clear? This is how we solve DFA.